Hello, dear Sagittarius, and welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you so much for joining me here. This reading is for October, November, and December of 2022. It is a general and love reading, and we will extend to see more about love pertaining to how you are finishing up this year. So October, November, and December. We are in the month of October when I'm doing these readings. So we are in eclipse energies. We've got eclipses in October and November, but they're very powerful eclipses. So the whole quarter, I should say, is going to be very much about fated changes and karma. Okay, releasing karma and being put on the right path. So dear Spirit, for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, and North Node, all in Sagittarius. What's going on with Sagittarius in the next 3 months? How does Sagittarius end the year? Okay, October, 9 of Wands. The 10 of Wands, so something really burdensome is ending for you. You are possibly also completing something. A project, it could be related to work. You've been working really hard, or whatever you've been battling to release. There's a heaviness here. This is really hard work. Something is coming to a conclusion here. And yes, it can be a completion of a project. Something that you've created, that you've been working really hard on, but it hasn't been easy, and you'll be so happy to finalize something that was really heavy and challenging for you. What does November bring? We've got the Queen of Swords, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. We've got the Death card. So you are still going through some sort of a release, cutting away of anything that was unhealthy. Okay, the Queen of Swords many times does speak to legalities. It's more Libra for me, and we do have Scorpio here. So we know that the eclipses are happening on the axis Scorpio-Taurus. We will see some more. Let's have a look at the December month. 5 of Wands. And the Ace of Cups, so you end the year with the Ace of Cups. 5 of Wands, 9 of Wands, 10 of Wands. Something very much about creation, or something that it is connected. It could be connected to work, or anything to do with money that comes through from another source, from a partner. I don't know. If possibly, because there can be legalities, or something is finalized. Nevertheless, here something is finalized here. Scorpio is the South Node. This is what you're cutting out. What has been holding you back? Holding back your growth. And there's lots of changes, especially in December, even though there's conflict of interest, conflict with others. And I know if some of you are ending some sort of a relationship as well, possibly, where the Scorpio energy, right? The Scorpio energy is, it also does speak to fears of an ending. There is some sort of understanding or truth pertaining to something that was hidden, which could be what is helping you release. But there's conflict, and 5 of Wands is like being in, I don't know, in some sort of a group effort where there's misunderstandings possibly. And what's interesting is that Mars, which is the fire within us, it's that flame that burns within us. Mars is going to be retrograding, so can be quite frustrating. You're putting a lot of effort into something like spinning your own wheel. That's what I see with the Five of Wands. But you get to the Ace of Cups here, which obviously it's a potential. It's a potential that comes from Spirit. It's something that you're wanting to create. But there's conflict around it, and there's a cycle, dear Sagittarius. Your ruling planet, Jupiter, is going to be in Pisces again. He is retrograding back to Pisces, where a huge cycle needs to end. It is karmic, it is heavy, it is something that's been sort of bogging you down. There's been limitations in completing something. So I get here that you're going to be called again. You're going to be called again to revisit a situation that does deal with October. That's what I get for December. That where maybe you're trying to carry a heavy load on your own, there is also support, possibly support here. And this could be support from Spirit. It could be a group effort, or friends helping you out, or even family members, which will help you help you tie up some loose ends. Or this is just the ability, again, with Jupiter re-entering at the end of the year, re-entering Aries, which will help. It will bring you back, and I would not be surprised if it wasn't, if you're not returning back to April, May, in December, some sort of a situation coming back up again. But this time, the ball's in your court. That's what I'm getting. What's at the bottom and what's the general energy is the Four of Wands, which does speak to your security, could speak to a marriage. Possibly there could be divorce, an ending here. I don't know if this is a last sort of an argument, or a not seeing things from the same perspective in December. It's not something major though. We do have a lot of fire. There's the sun. So I don't know if you're dealing with another Leo, dear Sagittarius. We do have Scorpio, Libra. Could be Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, obviously. We've got everything here except for being grounded. What's missing is Earth. Earth is missing here. So it's like being elevated, being up in the air, things being up in the air. There's a lack of stability. And of course, Pentacles and Earth can speak to your financial security. So I don't know, I get like you're sort of trying to do something on your own, trying to close up a huge chapter in your life, maybe also through a lack of financial security coming through from others. So that's why there could be so much burden here. Because Scorpio is logically money comes that comes through from others, from a loan, from the bank, from an inheritance. I'm hoping that it's not going to be some sort of an inheritance for you, but we do see that it does have to do with a home. Now the sun does speak to clarity, healing. It speaks to happiness. It does speak to a creative, something that you're creating for yourself, or something that you will be aligning with that's very positive. So there's great promise here. What's beneath that? And we've got the Five of Pentacles. So maybe you're creating something on your own. This could be in relation to business. I mean, the Four of Wands can also show up as business. Let's take more cards and see what's going on. So I'm using many cards. You can get the names in the description box below. This is the spirit of the animals. So I'm going to take a card of advice from Spirit for you for the next 3 months, or how you're going to end, what's going to be happening for you as you are closing up 2022, rounding up, I should say. And we will see the message, the advice at the end of the reading. Let's take more cards. This is the Fairy Tarot cards, dear Spirit, for Sagittarius. So I do see a bit of a breather in the month of October. As you end of October, there is going to be something that you are looking at, whether there's been imbalances, injustices. Wow, okay. The Prince of Summer, which is the Page of Cups. We've got the Renewal card and the King of Summer. So now they did come out in the reverse. So reversed cards mean obviously that you have not gotten to that energy yet, or that there's also self-doubt, or in the Prince of Summer we know is the Knight of Cups. So this offer, we've also got the Ace of Cups here. We've got the King of Cups here, and there's second chances. We've got a lot of Plutonian energies here. Let's put these cards away. Let's take a peek at the bottom. We've got the Six of Wands. So Six of Wands possibly, I mean, of course, Six of Wands does speak to success where business is concerned. It speaks to wonderful news and victory, or smart choices that bring rewards, recognition, public recognition. Maybe that's what you've been working really hard towards. Or I don't know why I get that if this is a new relationship, because in October we do have, doesn't have to only be a new relationship. It could be someone returning from the past, as Mars in Gemini is going to be retrograding, and we know Mars is the masculine energy. So we've got the Knight of Cups here, who we know he's not someone that is very, very certain about moving forward where this offer is concerned, but it turns into the King of Cups. And there's going to be a renewal. That's what it speaks to in November. Someone's going through some sort of a renewal. We'll see. Let's take the Whispers of Love. Be supportive. Get to know each other. And it's a number 44. So you do have guidance and help from Spirit, from the Archangels. The Renewal card is Archangel Michael. So whatever challenges or difficulties you are going through, and you could be dealing with a Scorpio, could be someone's on the cusp with Libra, all that fiery energy, yes, does speak to passion. So it could be your energy with all these wands, but it could also, you could also be dealing with a Scorpio. Scorpio shows up for me very much as, you know, that red color. So of course King of Summer is Scorpio, right? So let's not doubt that. We've got slow, simple acts of kindness. Let's see where you are emotionally each month. This is for Sagittarius, dear Spirit. Sagittarius. And I will be using these Sibillas for more understanding what's going on in each month. Here we go. We've got what do you need to release, waning moon. December, look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius. You are closing something up here. Wow, okay. December, looks like December's going to be a very important month. We have a new start is coming, just like the Ace of Cups here. There's a new moon. So there's a lot to do with your emotional standing, a time to give rather than take. New moon in Virgo. You've got two new moon cards. New moon in Gemini, communication is key. And balsamic moon, a time for healing. Wow, December looks like it's going to be a very, very important month. So is November. Let's not rule out November. Let's have a look at the Black Moon astrology cards. This deck is the Moonology if you're interested. So you are completing something and releasing something. You are going through major endings, dear Sag. Let's look at October. Saturn return in age. Some of you could be around the age of 30 or 60. where you're going through a lot of testing times, or you're dealing with someone that needs to mature and grow. This is challenges. Some of you could be around the age of 50 as well. It's a 50. November, we've got North Node and life's purpose. So you are following your life's purpose. Now all this bunch of cards came out, but I'm going to take lunar eclipse and change. And I'm going to take one more because the cards fell out in a big chunk and we can't have 100 cards for the month. Let's take one more. And we have 7th house and partners. So there is a new partnership here. You're making space in your life for a new partnership. Could be business. Doesn't have to be. Could be romance. Romance is on the cards. We see that a lot. But let's look at October. So we see a really heavy beginning to the month of October. But we see that you are releasing here. At the end of the month. I mean, this is the ending, right? It's a 10. So whether you've created something or whether it's something that you desire greatly, you're going to take it to your goal. Someone is having a hard time, but they will get to the end of this burden. Now, the Prince of Summer, Knight of Cups, romantic, captivating, dramatic, and flirtatious. We also did see the Sun. So some of you are dealing with a Leo. I did speak of Scorpio, fixed energy I get a lot. So Leo, Aquarius, Taurus and Scorpio, possibly. Falling in love suddenly, being swept off your feet, the need to stay grounded during a very emotional experience. Now, I did speak to grounding because there's no earth. There was no earth in your reading. And we know that emotions could be running really high with all this fire and all this romantic gesture or this creative idea. You know, because this will not everyone is watching this for love. And as I said, we'll be looking closer at love with the extended, so you can get the links beneath the video. Be supportive. Make a genuine effort to show you care. It looks like someone is doing that for you. I do believe that this is more than likely someone else. Now, for some of you, yes, this could be your energy, obviously. And it's a number 45, so it is a number 9. 9, again, speaks to being close to the end. I don't know if it's talking about September as well, as September is the 9th month. Saturn, return and age. Looks like, you know, you're dealing with karma here, you know. This is Kronos, the Lord of time, the Lord of heaviness, the Lord of karma. He's asking that you come through as more mature, as you, looks like he's challenging you to prove yourself. So there's something karmic, no doubt, that you are dealing with in October. Now, I don't know if this could be a boss or this could be, you know, the area of work or whatever that you are creating. It looks like you're putting in a lot of effort. Now, Saturn does rule Capricorn, which is career, but it does rule Aquarius as well. And Aquarius is the 11th house of communication, social media, dealing with a large group of people. So, it is talking about someone that's elder, someone that's maturing, someone that needs to mature, if not age-wise. Or it's just saying that you are going through a difficult turn in your life. You could be going through a Saturn return. And a Saturn return obviously means that, you know, when you were born, Saturn was in a particular position in your chart, and now it's coming back around to the same area. So it could be a 7-year, you know, cycle that, you know, Saturn is asking for you to do the work to prove yourself, okay? Whether it's in love, I don't know if you are, because the King of Cups, obviously, could be someone mature, someone where pertaining to emotions needs to mature or doesn't have the experience there. Yeah. or someone that just, you know, is an elder, someone that's got responsibilities, and they've put maybe their love life on the back burner. They've had a lot that they've been dealing with, and now it could be time to sort of focus more on love. So someone is going to make a genuine effort, oh my God, effort here, which really, they are proving themselves. What do you need to release? Waning moon. So I'm going to say also, because Saturn is, he does bring a lot of fear. So someone could be fearing that they cannot do this, or they're fearing possibly that they're too old for this, or so that's what I'm getting. And the release that you're needing to make, it could also be connected to fear. Very surely someone is doubting themselves. Yeah. Let's take the Sibillas. This also could be, because we do have the Six of Wands here, so someone being put in a position of more responsibility, which is doubting their abilities to get through this. But the cards are saying you will succeed. Now, Six of Wands is also my Leo card. It's my Leo card, so Leo does speak to creation. Leo does speak to flirtation as well, and having the ability to create, coming from a place of heart. It's like if you really want this, you really want something, you can do it. You just have to believe in yourself. We've got Allegrezza al Cuore, and we've got Superbia. So maybe you are looking back at the past to some failure, but you're not looking towards the future. It's like you're still focusing on the past disappointments possibly, past blockages and inabilities. The Superbia is a wonderful, wonderful card, and luck is on your side as well. I mean, the peacock does speak to abundance. It speaks to connection through spirit. This could be a relationship where you could be dealing with someone that's in a position of prominence that comes with a little bit of ego here. So it's very hard for them to be emotionally open. You know, this could be someone in your life. Okay, so someone does have choices here. I mean, it's the Two of Wands. It's like a portal opening. Someone needs to be man enough to make a decision and move forward. Because the Allegrezza al Cuore could also speak to a possible love affair. There's three people here, and if it's not a love affair, it could be a partnership or just third parties where, you know, the third party could possibly be someone's integrity as well. Doesn't have to be an actual person. Let's see what's going on in the month of November. So Queen of Swords, usually Libra. Something, there's some sort of a conversation or a truth or something that's been dark and hidden will be communicated or understood, or this is like cutting away any fear. Again, Scorpio speaks to secrecy, speaks to emotional intimacy, physical intimacy, some sort of an ending and connected to legalities possibly. Renewal, number 20, this is the Judgment card. Review the past and the present so you can plan a brilliant new future, understanding your life purpose, releasing judgments of yourself and others. So this is the ability to release judgment, you're coming to bring your life into harmony. There's been disharmony, obviously. Maybe there's been lies and there's been deception possibly as well. Some of you could be releasing someone that's quite toxic from your life. And releasing judgments. Someone's been very judgmental here. Could be this Saturnian, someone that is a bit of an elder or in a position of prominence. As I said, but remember, this is like sort of an awakening. There's going to be a critical moment of decision needing to be made and being able to move forward. This is like second chances. We've got North Node and life's purpose. So someone is being jolted onto the North Node, which is our fate. The North Node is very positive, even though it's discomfort. But, you know, obviously there's been some sort of a release, a death, an ending here. So this is you becoming lighter. This is like letting go of past karma, past challenges, past blockages. You're on your way to your life's purpose here. Fated events will be playing out. You do have the support of Archangel Michael. You are releasing here. Look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius. So looking at the bigger picture, and you are in your element here. The bigger picture speaks to wisdom, speaks to the ability to free yourself from something that's been holding you back from living your life's purpose. And a full moon in Sagittarius means there is an ending here. Now, an ending obviously speaks to a cycle that's closing. We've got actually a lunar eclipse. It's going to be a total lunar eclipse, and it's going to be in Taurus. So we do have a full moon here, an ending. Something for you, dear Sagittarius, is completing here. No doubt about that. In the month of November. And obviously after an ending comes a new beginning. And what I notice here is Neptune. We see he's holding the triad here. The god of the seas is here. So maybe you've been in some sort of an illusion. So I'm going to say also Pisces comes up and wearing those rose-colored glasses. But this can also speak to great romance. Look at them together. Look at how happy they are. And of course, you know, I did speak of Scorpio. Pisces is also very important here. Pisces is also the sign that you rule. So I did speak to Jupiter, regressing back to Pisces and finishing up a cycle there. Get to know each other. Learning to meet another's need for love is important for a relationship to grow. So you're looking at the needs of the other person. They're looking at your needs here. So it looks like they're, I don't know if this is, you're going on a boat trip or traveling over water, something like that. There is a get-together here and there's a lot of romance. Let's have a look at the Sibillas. Remember, it's a number 44, which is the angel number. Neptune can be something really, really romantic. A romantic getaway. A secretive, could be. And we have the dottore, the doctor, and gelosia. The dottore means healing. Healing after some sort of a transformation and ending. Doesn't have to be physical. But yes, this could also speak to, with the North Node. With the North Node, which as I said is discomfort. This is a healing of the ego, I get. Someone is going through an ending of the ego and needs to heal because it speaks to arrogance here. And we do have arrogance here and vanity. Someone being grounded. Someone being humbled. And jealousy we've got here, which this speaks to past hurts, regrets, third parties, and of course feeling blocked. It's the Eight of Swords, or someone's perception that they are blocked. I want to take one more on that jealousy. What I get is someone that you are leaving behind. They are regretting their actions. That's what I'm getting here. Yeah, the Prigione. You see, the Prigione is very similar to the Saturnian card. So there is some sort of a blockage here. This could also speak to freedom. Looking at the bigger picture, full moon, someone's perception holding them back. Worry was holding them back. Fear was holding them back The Prigione can speak to seclusion or some sort of punishment. I don't know why I get that someone is being put in a hospital, whether they're suffering with psychological issues or someone cannot handle the heavy slap that they've received from, it could be from the law, it could be from karma, having received their karma and they're not doing very well with accepting, or it just, I get a sense of heaviness, and I don't feel that it's you. I feel it's he or she that's done you wrong. Someone does not want to accept a situation here. And it's as though they're holding themselves back and they're imprisoning themselves. A self-imprisonment. Now, going even deeper, because we've got Neptune here. Neptune can speak to drugs. It can speak to alcoholism. With the Scorpio card and the very strong Neptunian card. Someone is needing to see the bigger picture. Come out of that darkness and see the bigger picture. And therefore be able to heal themselves, pick themselves up. Someone also here is receiving their punishment, and through legalities, through the law. That's what I get in the month of November. Now, it could be someone that you know if it's not very closely linked to you, but that's what I get with the Prigione. Like someone is put in an imprisoning situation, whether it's a literal or metaphorical. 8 of Swords and 9 of Swords. And I don't know if this is someone's perception. Someone doing something crazy in the month of November and they get penalized by the law from life itself. That's what I get. Let's have a look here in the month of December. And we've got combative energy here with the 5 of Wands, but it could also be an effort to try and build on something, like revisiting again something maybe that you started possibly in April or May, which will pan out well. We've got the King of Summer here. So we do have a romantic gesture. A romantic partner you can trust. Excellent advice that comes from the heart. Getting involved in a cultural or creative endeavor. Honorable, devoted, mature, and warm-hearted. This is a kind soul. This is a kind soul. Someone that's there to help you. Someone that's there that is open where heart matters are concerned. You can trust them. And it says here, and it's a number 5, which 5's again, number 5 is here, again changes. Show simple acts of kindness. So pay attention, who is showing simple acts of kindness? This speaks to maybe someone that cannot reiterate and open up their emotions. So small acts of kindness show that their devotion to you, their love towards you. A simple act of kindness can energize you and bring happiness to those around you. Let's have a look at a new start is coming, new moon, and it looks like an eclipse, but doesn't necessarily mean that it is an eclipse, or because in October, 25th of October, which is actually today as I'm doing your reading, it's a new moon in Scorpio and it's on Venus. So Venus is anything that we love, new beginnings. It is in Scorpio, and Scorpio, dear Sagittarius, is logically it's something that's happening behind you that you don't know, something pertaining to things that you are unaware about. A new beginning in the 12th house for you. you're unaware, but also 12th house is very spiritual and it's also very karmic. Maybe someone is receiving their karma and you don't know about it, because to have a new moon means something is being released, and it does speak here, what do you need to release? So something is being purged for this new beginning. Now you may see the new moon. The new moon is usually not visible in the sky. So you may not see what this is until towards the end of December. A time to give rather than take, new moon in Virgo. Virgo is the area of work. It's the area of routine and service. So yes, someone could be providing a service to you, doing things for you. I don't know how you're connected to a Virgo. I don't know if you're giving to a Virgo. Virgo is practical. It's earth. This could be a new job, new partnership also, because, yeah, 6th house does rule partnerships. People you work with, I mean. So let's have a look. Communication is key. In new moon in Gemini, you've got 3 new moons in December. And you've got a time for healing, balsamic moon. So you're almost, balsamic means it's coming to fill up, you know, to end. So even though you've got new beginnings, you're still sort of not completely finished with something that you are releasing, I feel here. Way too many cards. Let's see what's going on. So Gemini is here, Virgo is here. They're the signs are ruled by Mercury. So a lot to do with business or communication or short distance travel. Collaboration, where work is concerned. A group effort. It can speak to siblings and relatives as well. Support from those that are close to you and in your environment. We've got Speranza, so we've got the 8 of Cups here. And you are moving to a spiritual connection or a very powerful and creative new project, new union, new contract. Here we are, and it can be connected to spirituality. We see it's an Ace of Wands, which the Ace of Wands, can you please clear it for me? Thank you. The Ace of Wands also begins here in October, but you will have the first happy news, let's say, in the month of December. And where are you heading to? Because this is the 8 of Cups. Speranza is hope, but it does speak to fear as well. She leaves something that could not bring her total bliss. She's moving to a new partnership. She could be leaving something that she was emotionally invested in that was quite challenging. Or this could also speak to movement, actual movement. Or you could be dealing with someone that needs to come towards you. Someone that could be physically at a distance. And I don't know if you've been back and forth, if you've been dealing with someone at a distance. I mean, this could be heavy, being on the road all the time, you know. Wands speak to fire. It speaks to desire. We've got the 6 of Wands here on a horse. Horse means movement. And you've got 7th house and partners and number 4. This is a potential contract or new commitment. This is like signing on the dotted line, a promise of a partnership. We do have Venus and Mars here, which are the lovers of the zodiac. And it's a number 4, which is also here. There's great promise here. And the Sun can also speak to reconciliation, my dear friends. For some of you, you could be reconciling with someone that you feel is your person, but there was, maybe they were in another partnership, maybe you were in another partnership, maybe they were married to work, trying to build themselves up and create themselves. Now, this could be you as well. And we've got lunar eclipse and change. And it's a number 7. So you will see the outcome here as well of the lunar eclipse, which is a total completion, like a really wrapping things up here. It's an amplified full moon. And usually as the full moon loses its light, because we've got the sun and the moon in opposition, the sun brings the light onto the moon, but with an eclipse, all that light is eclipsed out. So we're in the darkness for a moment, for how long the eclipse lasts, and then the light comes back in. So things pertaining to fears will be coming up. Things that were hidden will be shown through the light of the sun, reflected from the moon. And a lunar eclipse in Taurus, in a Venus-ruled sign, says that you are wrapping something up. It's going to be on Uranus, and Uranus is, I don't know, what's going to change for me. Things can go any way, right? So expect the unexpected. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the advice. So I do see a new contract, a new spiritual connection. This could also be a spiritual or, a partnership pertaining to mysticism. You could be partnering up in astrology or with tarot or with a group of people, let's say. But there is a partnership here with the 7th house and the lovers. We've got Lion, higher calling. You have within you all the courage you need. Let go of the past and reclaim your majesty. You will find success and contentment with those by your side. Make noble choices for your life and your tribe. So the lion is the heart. It's all about things pertaining to the heart. There's leadership, there's confidence here, but it does speak to leaving fear behind. Let go of the past and you will succeed. You will find success and contentment with those by your side. So it does show a partnership here. And Leo can be very much in their ego. So if you've been dealing with a fixed sign, as I said earlier, they could be going through some sort of a humbling energy, or maybe they're coming through with courage if they've been the ones in fear. So the high calling, it speaks to the high calling and leadership here. This is a big deal, dear Sagittarius. So I will leave it there. I will be looking at love. I'll be using another deck here. This is another deck that I've got, a beautiful new deck. And we've got the Lover's Path Tarot. I do explain this deck in the extended. So if you are so called to, you can get the link beneath this video. Other than that, I'm wishing you well as we close up the year. I mean, it's going really, really fast. It'll be 2023 before we know it. Wishing you well, dear Sagittarius, and just giving you, or sending you, I should say, lots of love and lots of stardust, lots of luck as we are closing up the year. I'm wishing you well. Look after yourself and remember that you are the power. You can be in charge. You are larger than life. Talk to you soon. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Ta-da.